we decided to go ahead and start off with picking our most toxic anime character, male character that we can think of. You know, we love anime here, so this is how we relate to the real world. So, babe, Mr. Abby Friction.
You want me to go first?
Yes, please.
I would happy to go first. My toxic anime character
Is it a good one?
Is
it a good one?
Yeah, you know it's the good one. It's the most favorite one. Goku.
Ooh.
Goku.
Yes.
Goku. Everybody's
Yes.
favorite character. The strongest. Goku is toxic. But are we gonna go around all things first, or do I need to let me explain why?
Well, explain.
Okay. Hear me out. Yeah. Let's go through Goku's history. Goku, when he became an adult, he decides to have children. Me as a father, I understand what that means, that you kind of give up what you do and the sacrifices for your kids. So first of all, he decided to have these kids and focus on being the strongest in the known universe before there was even a threat. Before we knew the Saiyans were coming, he was not a good father already. He wasn't even raising his son.
He was a better father before the Saiyan showed up.
Was he though?
Okay.
Who raised Gohan?
Well, so before,
So that's what happened.
Before Raditz,
Okay.
Goku was a semi-good father.
No, he wasn't. Because hear me out. Before
Raditz,
Raditz,
episode where he's pushing Gohan in a stroller.
no,
He might have went to the street.
no. Before
when he was pushing
Raditz,
his stroller.
he didn't teach his son how to fight.
This is true.
He didn't teach his son how to fight before Raditz because that's why Chi-Chi was all about the scholastics and everything.
But he also made a deal with Chi-Chi for that reason, too. That was really the main reason, quote unquote, that he didn't teach Gohan how to fight was because he made that agreement with Chi-Chi.
Okay. So let's fast forward. Okay, boom.
Because she thought it was toxic masculinity to teach her son how to fight.
No,
that's not at all. Okay, moving on. Yeah, please. Oh, these cameras, these faces are gonna be wonderful. You're gonna miss out on this, Sushi, because okay. All right, so moving on in the future. So Goku, so he died. So Piccolo has to raise his son.
his true daddy.
His true daddy is Piccolo. Okay. Once that happened, this whole time, anytime that Goku needed to be a father or a husband, he went to go train for threats that wasn't even there yet. Now, anytime he knew a threat was coming, boom, I understand. Let's go to Super, since it's everybody's most recent thing. He left his family when he found out Vegeta was training to get stronger than him. Not even get stronger, just to train. So he literally left his wife in a portal within what a 2-minute conversation. Hey, babe, I gotta go. Bye.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
At least.
I'm sorry. Let's just go back in time. How long was he dead in Dragon Ball Z when he was not around?
I believe it was 7 years.
He was dead for 7 years. Came back to fight and then decided to leave again.
Like I said, I'm gonna fact check for that.
I mean, because
I believe it was 7 years.
I'm bouncing around, but I just remember so many moments. And don't even get me started about him giving the Sensu bean to Cell so his son can have a real his 12-year-old boy can have a real challenge to fight a demon spawn from a test tube. You got him, guy.
Well, okay, so let's
He's a villain.
Let's back up.
Yeah, it was 7 years.
Okay.
Let's back up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Toxic masculinity itself is pretty much just a over exaggeration of gender roles, I would say, and erasing the option to act outside of that in any capacity. So it would, kind of just off of what he said, it would be, as a man, you have to fight, you have to be aggressive, you have to be strong. There is no room for nothing else. That will fall under toxic masculinity.
And Goku has to be the strongest, no matter what gets in the way, including his family.
Okay.
But also, let's piggyback off of that, too, because he also very much domesticated a princess.
A warrior princess that was a fighter.
Send her back to the 20s.
Yeah, Chi-Chi was a fighter.
A warrior princess, winning tournaments.
And basically, she just converted her to just, hey, you
raise these
babies, cook my food.
While I go fight.
Yeah.
And train.
How much blame do we put on her, though? Because we don't know the relationship outside these episodes. What if she's naggy? What if she's mean? What if she's aggressive? What if we can't just put this on Goku. Maybe there's a reason he doesn't want to be around. You know what I mean?
That does not mean that it's okay.
It
I mean,
doesn't make it
I'm, not,
okay.
I'm just saying they might have just have a bad relationship. You know, maybe they were on a break for those 7 years.
Somebody needs to
He
leave.
didn't want to.
Because my friend,
Oh, wait,
Dante.
Dante.
Anyway.
What'd you say?
She ain't want to fight no way. Her whole thing since she was a kid was, hey, marry me and get me pregnant.
Well, not necessarily, because he promised Chi-Chi that they would get married. That's the only reason they got married in the first place.
Because that's what she wanted.
Yeah, but
He didn't think it was actually going to happen.
But no, she knew. Like, Goku didn't even know what that meant.
Well,
Yeah,
even
he had
okay,
no
so
understanding what marriage
but even
meant.
off of what Dante said, but even if that is the case for them, too much in real life, this is what happens. Women, they get married and and I'm not gonna say right now. This is more so in the past. You got married and then you automatically were assumed to just be at home, take care of the house, and take care of the kids. And it has changed a lot in the last 50 years. But the expectation is still kind of there that a woman is supposed to do these things and a man isn't.
Yeah. There's still examples of that happening to this very day.
but Goku died.
He-
Death do us part. He died. He's out of that agreement.
But no,
He's out. So when he came back to life, that is null and
clear.
void. He doesn't have to stay anymore.
Hey, but look, check me out. Hear me out. We didn't hear their vows.
this is true.
We don't know
They
that
may
that's
not have
what.
been a stipulation.
This is a Japanese culture.
Shogaru.
Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. Dual hand.
But just to finish that off, just in a realm where you can bring people back from the dead, those vows.
Yeah, you know,
I'm just saying, man. You
that's
just,
too good.
just play that game.
All
boy.
right, B, who's yours?
Mine is Light Yagami from Death Note.
Ooh, I'm not a big Death Note person. Who's that?
Oh, you never seen? How have you not seen Death Note?
You know,
It was too soon.
it's my secret hate. A nigga that writes people's names in books and kills them. It's a weird vibe. I never got into it. I never cared for it. I know we're learning about each other today. I never had any interest in watching it whatsoever.
Cut his mic. Cut his mic.
Sorry.
I'm
sorry.
You watch Tokyo Ghoul though.
Do not compare that to Tokyo Ghoul.
Shinigami is a guy that actually
It's a Grim Reaper.
communes with the Grim Reaper to kill people. That's what the book is from. It's a Grim Reaper.
Yeah,
story.
I get that, but it's like, oh, this nigga pissed me off. I'm gonna write his name, and then
There's more than that.
it's I couldn't get past it.
There's more rules to how the
sorry.
Death Note works, but no, the
What if he
reason.
sprains his finger and you can't write?
Okay, let's move on.
Go ahead, Brendan, man.
But no, the reason I say that, and I don't know, seeing that just messed me up, and I forgot what's her name. I forgot her name already. But his future wife, Light's wife, his girlfriend, essentially, she's another Death Note user, and she idolized everything that he stood for to the point where she was like, "I will die for you. I would do whatever you tell me to do for your mission to be successful." And he proceeds to use and abuse her, like to the point where he has her in a fake relationship with somebody else to get evidence. Has her switch notebooks with him occasionally, use her Shimigami and all that other stuff. Like, and then goes as far as to get her Grim Reaper killed just for his personal and powerful gain. Like the whole time is like he's a diabolical genius in his plan, but in that situation, it was a stereotypical. I'm the man. I have all this power,
I'm gonna use my.
and you're a woman. You're here to do what I need you to do.
Very
And just
corporate
that.
America.
And she was the sub in the situation. She basically just like, I'm down. She's like, you don't even have to really love me, but I'm here for you.
Oh,
Can
that's-
we agree that in cases of toxic masculinity, regardless if the person on the receiving end was okay with it or not, the
Doesn't make it
toxic
okay.
masculinity still happened and it's still an issue.
It still doesn't make it okay
Yeah, the abuse is the abuse, regardless of.
if I accept the abuse or not.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I can be okay with it. It's like, okay, I can accept this part of my relationship. That still doesn't make it all right. Like,
Okay.
like I can do, like I said, I can accept the fact that someone is a cokehead, but that
And
doesn't
I
make
said
it okay.
that because a lot of people will argue like, well, why it doesn't matter or why it's a concern if the other person doesn't see an issue with it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's like standard addiction 101 is like, admitting you have a problem is the first step to solving the problem.
And I have a problem with video games.
It's okay. I still love you.
Being strong. I'm sorry. Okay.
All
back
right. Torrance, what's yours?
I want to go last.
Well, no, you are last.
Because you didn't bring your person
No,
toward
No, you're last because I don't have one.
Oh, you don't have one?
No, so you go
Oh.
ahead.
on the
Okay.
spot.
Hold on, you want to go last? Suchi, who's yours?
All right, so I couldn't choose, but the only thing that came close to what we were just talking about right now is Gon's father.
Oh,
Yes. No, that's a good one.
that is a perfect one.
That is a good one.
Hunter for you non-anime watchers.
All right, Such,
Because
explain.
he was like, hey,
Geen.
I know you probably got dreams and aspirations, but my son's mom's dead, so you're gonna raise him. I'm gonna leave. Forget all y'all.
Oh, because I got stuff to do.
Man.
Oh, that's a good one.
And that was the expectation. That's so crazy.
And then when the no spoiler alert, but when he found the tape.
Yep.
Man.
Hey, good luck trying to find me.
Yeah, I know you're looking.
Dead.
I know
I'm not
you're
gonna,
searching
I'm
for
not
me.
going to stop for this to
Dead.
have a conversation. I'm
He
not going to tell you
talk
anything
about
important.
being a deadbeat though. He like, hey,
Well, then I don't want to be a big spoiler, but all right, spoiler alert. I just got to say this one part because this is what.
Give it 3 seconds if you want to.
All right, spoiler alert. So a little alert. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Okay. When he had to use the power, like depending on which, and when we talk about the Green Island arc, depending on which one he used was going to take him to Gein's apprentice, or actually is going to take him to Gein. And the stipulation was that if Gon brought someone else, it was going to take him to his father's apprentice. If Gon would have went by himself, it would have took him directly to his father. So literally his father put in a stipulation that if you brought a friend with me, it lets me know you weren't strong enough to find me on your own.
There's nothing worse than an active deadbeat father.
he is trying his hardest.
Just go away, man. Like, don't leave breadcrumbs and clues. And I guess I Blues
Just
Clues,
leave
nigga.
me alone.
Hey, do I love you? Maybe I don't. But here's a clue.
And I said, you want this 12-year-old boy, if he brought a friend, he can't meet me?
That's crazy.
And he's 12. That's
He's
wild.
12.
He's been through a full-on tournament, and he's a licensed
He
killer.
doesn't even see the abuse. He just smiling all right, I gotta try harder. No, bro, this is horrible.
His best friend's an abused assassin.
Yes. Yes. A tortured, abused assassin at 12.
Talk about damage, boy.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna say anime's toxic.
Go ahead.
Here you go. What you got?
I'm gonna read a packet, a little snippet of someone's personality thing from their wiki. This person is very strict, over criticizing the bad behavior and habits of other guild members, causing most of them to apologize, fearing that they might invoke their wrath. They are very impatient, disliking people not answering their questions quickly enough. This person I've chosen is Urza Scarlet.
Yep. I
She
know it.
is the epitome of toxic masculinity in anime. And you know what? Yo, that's a woman, Torrance. But you know what? That's my point. At what point is the action just toxic? And is masculine
And
toxic?
well, to that I say,
Because if I read that for Jalal, oh man, Jalal is a toxic masculinity. Jalal's
Well,
shit.
no,
But
I
no,
would
people
say-
think she's a strong woman, strong leader, strong this and this.
you are
Bad
not,
bitch.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
You're
They
not wrong.
fear conversation.
And I was gonna say, toxic femininity is definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. It just doesn't get talked about.
Yeah. And the
But
re-
it's definitely a thing.
and what defines it is the stereotypical gender roles. That's the only thing that defines. So you can be toxic, but when you start to put masculinity and femininity to it, it defines.
It's
on
more
what's-
so about the gender role itself than the toxicity
So
of
it,
it.
because
it
she's
would
playing.
be more so exaggeration of the gender role and not being able to reach outside of
Ye-
what it is.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because
Exactly.
Urza is, she's operating outside of stereotypical what female
Right.
gender roles like.
Right. Women are supposed to be meek and,
And soft
and stuff like that. And so now she's acting outside of that in a
So-
toxic
so-
way.
So is it? So the Jedi Council is that